Hello, I am Jacob. I'm the host of the show. Thank you for watching, commenting, and subscribing, and just being a part of what we do here. So, the NFL, especially this year, there's so much parity in this league right now. With everything is going on. Like, there's no team that is just dominating. Like, they're not. Every game is close. We saw it yesterday between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. If you looked at the stat near the bottom, in one-score games, the Steelers were 5-1-1, and now that has changed to 6-1-1. So no team is utterly dominating everyone. It's like the team that has the best record is the Arizona Cardinals at 10-2. But we just saw with the AFC, everyone in the top four division leaders have four losses and 8 wins. In the NFC, it's roughly the same, except Arizona has only 2 losses, but the Packers and the Packers are a game behind the Cardinals. The Bucks, the same, only a game behind the Cardinals, and the Cowboys are only 2 games behind the Cardinals. So it's just, that's the way the NFL goes this year. A lot of parity, no one's just beating each other up. And it makes the NFL great to watch when no team is really outbeating anyone. Adrian Peterson, who early this week had visited the Seattle Seahawks, actually went and got signed to their practice squad. And before the game against the 49ers, he was elevated, which is what everyone expected to happen. And this is a team that needs Adrian Peterson. Their running back room is very depleted. Alex Collins is their best running back. So they need someone that can just bring the leadership role and is a violent runner, which Adrian Peterson is. Speaking about another runner, Christian McCaffrey, not good news for the Carolina Panthers, is out for the season with an ankle. His ankle injury never got fully back healthy, and so he's now done for the season. And we just saw a dismantling a few weeks ago of how bad the Carolina Panthers are without Christian McCaffrey. And now he is gone for the season, and the expectation for the Carolina Panthers that have found kind of a revival, can they do it without Christian McCaffrey? The Cowboys defensive tackle Tristan Hill was suspended for 2 games after a punch or a slap after the game against the Las Vegas Raiders. And you can say, well, yes, it's not right, he shouldn't have done that. But you could also make the point of the players were frustrated and that Hill was enticed to do that. Not saying it was the best thing, but we will talk about it in a future video of what happened with that whole situation. Dalvin Cook, the Minnesota Vikings running back, tore his labrum to miss a couple games. At first we heard that this could be season ending. No, it's not going to be. He's going to miss a couple games and that'll be it. Which is good news, as best good news as you can get in this kind of a situation. Patrick Peterson was put on the COVID list by the Minnesota Vikings, and they need him out there. He's not exactly what he used to be, but they do need him. Him on the field makes that team a lot better. Debo Samuel, the 49ers wide receiver slash running back, out 2 weeks with a strained groin. And a strained groin is very difficult to deal with. When you have a groin strain, it's very difficult, especially as a wide receiver. You can't move the same way. It really changes how you run and how you walk. So I was actually surprised that it's only going to be about 2 weeks that he will be out. But it is disappointing if you're a 49ers fan to not have Deebo Samuel out there. The Cowboys had activated Neville Gallimore's 21-day window to put him with the designated to return list. All that means is he's taken off the IR. He'll have 21 days to try and re-go through practice. The 21 days aren't mandatory. He could come back at any time. It's a minimal, not a maximal situation. The 21-day, you don't need to be on that the whole time. You could be on that for like 2 days and be taken off. Very simple. Neville Gallimore, who dislocated his elbow in the preseason versus the Arizona Cardinals. He hasn't played at all this year, hasn't practiced at all this year. So the hope is he's back for the Washington football team. DeMarcus Lawrence played against the New Orleans Saints the first time he played since the game against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So it was huge that he performed, and as well as he performed. He didn't have a sack, but he's so mandatory on that defensive line. And Dan Quinn, who was named the interim head coach for the Dallas Cowboys as Mike McCarthy had COVID, Dan Quinn was named interim head coach for the Cowboys when they faced the New Orleans Saints, which was a smart move. He was qualified, but he did call the defensive plays, and he was on the sidelines the whole game, and that defense did very well.